All right, in this video, we're going to review how to create a filtering policy and apply it to your site. We'll also discuss the concept of policy schedules in the second half of this video. First, once you're logged in, you should be here at the overview page. Let's go to the Policies tab on the left side of the dashboard. So here now we just want to make sure we're on the filtering tab, and go ahead and click Add in the top right corner. Now, first, let's name the policy. I'm just going to call it Test Policy. And now we're going to go ahead and click Save and choose the categories that we would like to limit. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click that we're going to block adult content. All right, now we want to move to the right, basically, and click on the Safesearch Restrictions tab. So you don't have to choose this option. However, by enabling this feature, we can ensure that users on the network can't use, for example, Google image search or YouTube search to find somehow some adult content and use that to sort of get around the filtering policy. So we'll just turn that on. And for example, with YouTube, you could do moderate or strict. So whatever, we'll just choose strict. And next up is the threats. So I would like to block botnet, malware, and phishing threats. So I'm going to go ahead and select them. You can do whatever you'd like. However, I think this is a good base selection to sort of start. Next up is the whitelist and the blacklist tabs. So essentially, this is where you can enter domains into the whitelist, and they'll be allowed regardless of other rules in this policy, whereas domains entered into the blacklist will always be blocked regardless of the rules in the policy. So you can either import a CSV if you have that, or you can put something else in there. So let's just say I want to make sure that everybody can get to opendns.com, right? Last up is the Advanced tab. So here is where you can enable other advanced features such as real-time categorization. I'm not going to enable anything in this tab, and I suggest you don't either unless you understand repercussions before doing so. So anyway, we'll just make sure, one last time, click Save. And that's it for creating the policy. Now we're going to want to go ahead and sort of apply this policy. So let's go ahead and click the Deployments tab. I'm going to scroll down here to our demo site and just go to the column here where you can choose the filtering policy. And here we are with our test policy. Select it from the drop down, and that's it. So if you want to learn on how to implement scheduled policies, we'll move on to that now. So in this video segment, we're just going to discuss the filtering policy schedules. Obviously, I'm going to assume you already saw part of the video where we went over creating a policy in general. So I'm not going to go over that again. If not, just please go back and watch how to create a policy in general. You'll need at least 2 for this to work anyway. That's 2 policies. So first, let's navigate to the policies menu, and then we're going to want to make sure we're on the filtering schedules page. In this case, probably as well as your own, we're going to see that we don't have any filtering schedules created yet. So we're going to see this message, and we're going to begin by creating one. So we'll go ahead and click the link. I'm going to call this demo schedule. So we'll start off by naming it. Next, we're going to want to select the time zone that this filtering schedule is going to operate within. I'm going to go ahead and choose Eastern time because that's where DNSFilter is headquartered. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a policy for only 2 days of the week. Obviously, you can do this on your own for as many days as you like or whatnot. But first, let's start with the easiest. We're going to go ahead and create an all-day policy. So in order to do that, let's say we'll choose Sunday. Just go ahead above the day you want to do it. Create an all-day policy first. And here you're going to choose what actual filtering policy that you've created that you want to apply to this block of time. So let's just say no filtering, and that's really it. So let's go ahead and let's try for something a little bit more complex. Let's say that I want to choose Monday, and let's assume that we want one policy during the lunch break that allows employees to roam, the internet freely, and another policy for the remainder of the day. So first, I'm going to start by clicking on midnight here, and I'll choose the test policy that we created. All right, so here we are, and let's say that lunchtime is at noon. So I'm just going to want to go ahead and drag this all the way down till noon. All right. So now let's say the lunch break is noon to 1 p.m. I'll go ahead and click on noon here, and I will enable our no filtering policy, and I'll drag that to occur from noon to 1 o'clock. And then for the rest of the day, we want to, after lunch, go back to the previous policy. So we'll just add that. And again, sort of just drag it for the remainder of the day. From here, we can just go ahead and click Save. So now, obviously, we're going to want to go ahead and apply this sort of filtering schedule to a site. So that's easy enough. So let's just go ahead and go to the Deployments menu. And then here again, we'll find our demo site. And here's the policy dropdown, so we can see. And you'll see that policy schedules are denoted by the little calendar icon next to it. So we'll go ahead and select that schedule. And that's it. Now we're done. So now it's going to apply that policy schedule to that network. You're all done, and you can go ahead and apply this to, just like a policy, you can apply that schedule to as many networks as you like. So hope it's been helpful, and that wraps it up. Thank you.